Welcome to the Forward Podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Shepard.
I would love to be able to pull ourselves together at least one time when we start.
What if we just kept doing takes?
Why did you start laughing?
Because I saw your face and I could see like you're about to lose it.
Like laugh?
Yes.
I was kind of going to laugh. I was going to be like...
I was kind of going to laugh. Oh, my word.
I don't know. I was going to say something, but it's too spicy for this podcast.
Oh, my. Okay. Well, let's start this one over. Welcome to the Forward Podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Shepard. Here's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And this week, we enjoyed 250 years of an incredible, awesome nation. And what did you enjoy this past week with the July 4th and celebrating Independence Day?
Well, one thing was we actually got together with friends this time, which we are almost always with family.
Yeah,
which is great. But my parents had some stuff going on that they couldn't. I just dropped my ring on the floor. That they couldn't get together, so they had to postpone. And so we got together with friends, which is so fun. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Love that. And then
got to spend time with your family a little bit, and then head over. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I thought it was a great Fourth.
Kind
of a cool weekend. I really enjoyed it being on Saturday because then everyone took Friday off. So I felt like we kind of had 2 days really to celebrate.
Yeah, my offices were closed Friday. Yeah. You got home early on Friday.
I did.
You still went in, but what time did you get home?
Yeah, probably in the afternoon sometime. So worked out really well. But
that was nice.
It is. We heard some feedback of those who felt the same, kind of along the lines of celebrating our country, being a patriot, loving what our country stands for, but then also having that balance of not making it a god and make sure that we are truly here for one purpose, and that is to build the kingdom of God and keep building His kingdom. So it's wonderful to be an American, and
it was
also
so great to celebrate.
Really wonderful to be a child of the King as well.
How lucky are we?
Oh, we are blessed.
Amazing.
There is no doubt.
Yeah.
So here we are. We really just want to kind of bring some devotional, but then also fun thoughts tonight. We are right. This is summer of 2026, and we're right in the midst of it. And it's funny, too, because it's been a scorcher the last 2 weeks or so here in Indy, which is a little bit unusual. So I kind of want to head into that topic tonight, just talking about the summer and maybe give y'all some good tips as well. Of I don't know how we want to word this. Go for it.
Yeah, just kind of avoiding a spiritual burnout. I know for a lot of families, like traveling, you might not be in your home church regularly like you are during the school year where you have a set schedule and we don't break it for weeks and months on end. But you on vacation, maybe you're gone for several weeks, or you're back and forth to family's house on the weekend, and so you're not in church like you normally would be. It's shocking how quickly we can let our habits go. And I mean, eating habits go out the window because you're grilling out and, making all these good desserts and everything for holidays. And then it's like your spiritual habits can go too. And so we just kind of want to talk about avoiding that burnout and some tips and tricks for staying faithful in the summer. And even if you have to miss your home church, or you're not in your typical routine, the kids are home and your devotional life or your quiet time looks different, some tips to stay with it, to stay up.
Yeah. The last several weeks at church, well, not the last several weeks, I preach out of Hebrews, and Hebrews really gives a lot of warnings towards drifting. And it's very easy to get into a spiritual drift without even realizing it. It's actually not just a spiritual drift, but there's a lot of things in life that, especially over the summer, if we're not careful, really begin to let go. I've seen it in a lot of counseling as of late in marriages. And it has not been just the big in your face, oh, somebody had an affair, somebody cheated, or it's been the subtle things that have snuck up and have destroyed the marriages. And allowing little things to get in, a little bitterness, an argument let go, not enough love and or physicalness in a relationship, and before you know it, it builds and builds and builds
Hmm.
until it's in a drift, and the couple is drifted apart.
Yeah.
And we've seen it in marriages, we see it with kids, we see it with devotional life, we see it with church life.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I feel like we're so go go go, and everybody's in a routine, and then we hit summer and everything slows down,
Yeah.
and before you don't even recognize it yet, but you are in a drift.
Hmm.
It could be in a relationship, it could be in working out, or like you said, eating right, or it's spiritually, especially
Yeah.
you'll begin to see it if you do not recognize it, and especially recognize it early.
Yeah. I think something that helps me is to shorten the timestamp. If I'm trying to get back into a habit that maybe has slipped for a couple days or even a few weeks, you go on vacation and so you begin to sleep in because we never get to sleep in.
Right.
And so we're going to sleep in on vacation. Well, then you get up and everybody's already up and you're hitting the ground running and the kids are in and out. Can we go to the pool? Can we go to the beach? All this stuff. And so you're throwing on your clothes and trying to pack the bag and trying to hurry up, and you get down to the beach and then you leave and you realize it's evening time and you never, read your Bible or listened to your scripture, memory for that day or whatever it might be. And it's times like that, it's like, well, then I'll do it tomorrow. And by the time you know it, just like you said, that drifting carries you away to where 2 or 3 weeks down the road, you've fallen out of a habit that you normally would keep. So for me, shortening that timestamp and not trying to jump back into it, for my personality type, it helps to start back, smaller so I don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like my schedule's still out of whack. I'm still in the same. So, I'm just going to move it to on my way to work and I can listen to my scripture for the day and get it on my way. And then that kind of eases me back into, okay, now my brain is kicking in. The muscle memory is there of, creating that habit. And even if my schedule is off, I can still adjust those times for the summer and
Sure.
really like dig into something that sometimes it helps because it's new.
Yeah.
Kind of helps to shake it up.
It's vitally important. I think when you start to see those warning signs, then you want to get back. It's kind of like with working out.
Yeah.
If you and I will hit it heavy for months and months and months, then you get off for a while, even a couple months out, and you start to lose all that muscle mass.
Yeah.
And jumping back in, you're not going to pick up the same amount of weight that you did when you left
That's
off.
true.
You have to, I only do 10 minutes of calisthenics or
Yeah.
15 minutes, or, I can't jump rope as long. The
Mhm.
weights aren't as heavy. And so I do love that you have to kind of work your way back into it
Yeah.
to build back up
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's a good
What-
analogy.
What is a warning sign that you feel like in your life of, shoot, I have not been keeping up like I should have been.
Yeah.
I need to get back into this.
I'll tell you one, it's very personal though. I'm just going to be super real and raw. But I actually really benefited today from the Sunday school lesson. We have different classes for Sunday school during the summer, and a lady in our church did one on, the title was Hanging On When You Feel Like Letting Go. And so it was talking about, like holding on to the Lord and trusting the Lord when you're just ready to give up. And it was so awesome because she's lost her husband last year. And so she had such a beautiful and raw and recent vantage point on this topic. And it was such a good lesson. But she said toward the end, she was like, basically, don't compare your time of trial to anybody else's. If your trial is potty training your first baby, if your trial is you lost your job, don't, and she named several. And she was like, don't compare it to somebody that's lost a spouse. She's like, because you're going to think, well, it doesn't matter to God. It's not as big as their trial. And in a weird way, it kind of encouraged me because I know that I'm starting to drift and starting to not be as close to the Lord when everything in my life feels like no one will care about this. Like that self-pity starts in.
Yeah.
And what that is, it's me taking my focus off God and putting it on myself. Because when my focus is on God, I do trust that He cares about my trial in the moment. I do trust that He cares about my day-to-day and my office issues or, my pastor's wife duties or my mom hat, that I'm wearing. And so it's like, my life just is so much smoother because I'm trusting Him for every little thing.
Yeah.
But I know, like, okay, when the self-pity starts, that's my tell. Like when I'm just feeling like, oh, nobody cares about this, or nobody wants me there, or nobody thinks about me, then I'm like, oh, I don't think I've had my devotions in a while, because I automatically start to have that smaller view of God, like he doesn't care about this stuff. And when she was saying that today, I wrote in my notebook, like, that was for me. That was like, readjust your focus, make sure you're spending time in your spirit and not just outwardly, even if it's for good things. And I loved how she put that. Like, don't compare your trial to other people's. God cares about yours and everybody else's at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as we go into the summer, for all of us, it's vitally important that we continue to prioritize what needs to come first. And this is what throws our schedules off, is when we stop prioritizing. Because then it's just whatever wants our attention is going to have it. And that's not always a good thing. That's when Instagram and Facebook and TikTok sneak in. Before you know it, you're spending so much time on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
You're endlessly, mindlessly scrolling because the brain has not prioritized what's important. And so as we go into this season, prioritize God.
Yeah.
Make sure before the busyness sets in, you're taking that time with family.
Yeah.
That we are looking at, okay, what are my goals for this summer? I can't just let them go. Of course, there's vacation. Of course, there's time away from the gym or weights or eating right. But there should never be time away from God and growing in Him and time in His Word. And it's sad to me. I think this is just because I'm a pastor, but a lot of times we stop prioritizing even church. And I'm not here to debate people. Like, some people have Sunday nights, some people don't. Some people just Sunday morning or multiple Sunday, no Sunday school or connection group, whatever. I'm far past debating anybody on that subject. But I would tell you this, the Lord Jesus Christ started the church, and it ought to be a priority.
Yeah.
And we get into this summer phase where it's like, I mean, I'm writing people all the time, like, hey, where you been, where you been, where you been, where you been? It's just, there's no longer priority. It's like, I'm going to take a vacation, I'm just going to be off, and great, that we took a vacation as well, but people will go 6-7 weeks and not in church.
Yeah.
And I think it's just continuing to, if you really are a passionate Jesus follower, you're going to prioritize what Jesus prioritized, and that was a relationship with God and communication with Him. And for us in the New Testament, it's being in a place, assembling with other believers and worshiping. And I think it's these things through the summer that we have to be careful that we don't get lackadaisical, because that really is when Satan begins to sneak in our marriages, sneaks in our homes, and we have no defense. We have no armor on.
Right. That's very true. So kind of speak about like a parental point of view. We were kind of laughing about this the other day when we were walking around the neighborhood, but like, how can we help others with maybe some tips on being home with your family in the summer? Like, the kids are home all day long. I'm working from home a lot more. You're still working pretty much close to your main hours, but it's just different here. There's more people in the home every day. It kind of changes the vibe, changes the atmosphere, because, we're in the stage where kids are running in and out and leaving the door open, and they're wearing their shoes. And it's just not like our little happy routine dance that we have through the school year. So what are some tips, like, for fathers as leaders in the home to kind of like handle that and get through it?
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll be honest, I don't think I'm the person to speak into this. Like, I think you're asking it, so I will push it back to you. You're so sly and sneaky, and you want me to ask you this question because
I just want you to think through it and just to see how you might handle it.
You want to speak and let me listen to you on the Ford podcast, so that maybe I will learn. Because y'all, I'll just tell you, I don't handle it well. I am a very routine person. I love routine. I like routine. I think God is a person of routine. He created the entire
That's a
universe,
large statement.
And it's all stayed in place very, very well. And it has worked. The only thing that messes up is women who just want to eat fruit and it's not their turn to eat the fruit.
Don't look at me. I want nothing to do with fruit.
Come on,
I will have some steak and some coffee. Don't come at me with fruit.
Yeah, no doubt.
How she got tempted with that is beyond. I should have been the first woman. I would have knocked it out of the park.
We'd still be in the garden.
I ain't touching fruit for no reason.
Should have made Adam and Carrie, not Adam and Eve. I was like, "Where's your problem, woman? It's a fruit." You gotta be kidding me.
I would have fallen over a lot of things, but fruit isn't one of them.
Okay.
Carbs.
Let's
warm
bring it back
bread,
in. Bring it back in.
Sourdough with butter. I mean, come on.
Yeah, desserts, anything but fruit. Good night, Eve. You're a woman.
She lost it.
Anyways, I don't feel like I think I would be hypocritical and we are all about the forward, moving forward and helping people and being raw and real. And I just admit, I am not great at it. You're so mean. Look at your little sly look, and you're like, go on, do it. Just tell everybody.
I just want
Carrie's
you
got
to
a book coming out. You can buy it very soon because I'll be the first she's going to make me read it.
What would I tell you? What book? I have no book.
How to function when things are not in order.
That needs to be your book. I'm trying to help you work
I don't
through
function
this.
well. I can't write a book on it. I'm the one that needs to be reading that book.
Oh my word.
Go ahead. What do you think? How the life is crazy in the summer. There's no routine. It's like kids getting up at all crazy times.
I don't know how to help you. I am good at this.
Okay, well, how would you help
function
other
when
people?
things are crazy. I don't need
how do you
order.
do it?
I need disorder to function.
Y'all, we're going to have to come back to this episode. Let us figure it out.
No, I think you do mildly well.
Oh, my word.
You
are such a great complimenter.
Just kidding. I think our home is definitely, our personality of home has been structured around order, and we named this podcast so perfectly, and moving forward, because I swear we don't know how to chill and rest, and I'm included in that because I'm always the one like, let's go do this, let's go do that, and I think that's probably why you can't function sitting at home, is because you don't know how to rest, because I've fried your brain with activities for the last 20 years, like let's go on a hike, can we go to Eagle Creek?
Yeah.
So it's just, I think our home, we do have a harder time sitting around without moving toward a goal. And I'm sure that's admirable in some way, somehow, at one point.
I don't know.
But it is kind of challenging on everybody when we're just like laying around, because then we're like, kids, don't stay on screens all day. And they're like, then what do we do? And we're like, we don't know. Like, find something. I don't know. But then we don't want them to make a mess. That's annoying.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
don't
saw
know
that
the
long
answer.
pause there.
Then
Kara,
we don't want them to make a mess.
I think, listen, number one, we're both products of the way that we were brought up. Thank you, Tanya Shepard, for I do have some compulsive, just a little areas here and there, not horrifically bad, but okay. Listen.
I'm just kidding. You know what we had when we were kids? We had the woods.
But we also are in ministry for 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And ministry is messy, and ministry never ends. It's always the next Sunday. It's always the next message. It's always the next person leaving the church. It's always the next center. It's always the next counseling session. It's 24/7 all the time. So I think there is a part of me that wants to come home, and the one safe place we have that can be structured and not chaos like the world is the home.
I get that.
And so I think in my mind, I have a hard time differentiating those two, compartmentalizing. I want this to be this, and everything else has to be this. And so I am not great at it. It does take me a while. Like I do okay. We're 6 months or 6 weeks into the summer. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
5 weeks in. And, I do well. I think it's just some of my upbringing and then the ministry that God has put me in for 20 years. There are those moments that it's hard not to have structure in the home and prioritizing and get up at a certain time and everyone's out at a certain time. And, throughout the school year, that's what
Yeah.
we do. 180 days, that's very structured, and
Yeah.
it works best for my brain.
And
So
your
when you
mom
say
ran a pretty tight ship.
lead into that, I'm not the best person to lead into it. Like I'm not great at it. I admit it. We laugh about it. You help me through it. I help you through the other end as well of like,
I hate structure
it's not
so
just
much.
chaos and fun. It's, I think we balance each other well.
Do you know, I literally laid in my bed this afternoon and I was like, I don't think I can do the school year. I don't think I can do it.
Why would you say that on our podcast?
I don't think I can do it.
You don't have to do it.
It's the darkness and being awake when it's still dark, and then having
it's not
to be
the
like,
school year, it's just the weather.
no, it's being awake because you have to get up. But then like the other option is like not sending your kids to school.
Gary Shepherd. Oh my.
This is a problem. No, I would. Yeah,
All right, we gotta sum it up.
Okay,
we
I
cut
asked
this
you
out.
more because like you do struggle, but you also do a very good job. I do think you have more to say about it than you think you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you.
I will think about it. Okay. And come back.
I really thought you could pull something out quick. Like you do a very good job.
It's because I have to. Because there's no alternatives. It's
Oh.
What are we gonna do? Like you have structure in the home. I think we make a good team. We level each other out. But there are those moments of realization, like, okay, this is life, and it's everybody's life. Like, kids are at home, and they're home all day, and it's 2 months ago or something. You're like, honey, I'm like, what? You're like, do you really think the kids think about cleaning up? And it made me think. I'm like, no, and you're like, exactly. So we train them, we teach them, but it took that realization of. I'm just thinking,
they should think about it.
You're 11 years old. You should be doing the laundry and mowing the lawn. And you're like, do you think they think about that? I'm like, no. So it grounds me once again to be like, okay, this is life.
Yeah.
And in the summer, it is different. It's not my preference. Like I like vacation, but to come back for vacation, everything should go back to normal. If I go to school, if I go to work, it's 7 to 5, and we have it just that's the way my brain works. But it's not for a long time. We have kids in the home. It's not going to be this way. So I realize kids need a break as well. And they need to step aside. And they need parents that aren't just a parent that's always on edge and upset. So I can come home and I can relax. And I honestly do a lot of things myself, like just, I'll do it. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a combination of both, and it keeps our family sane for sure.
Yeah, that's good advice. And I know we jest, but you do very well, and the kids love to have you home. I think you will start to see when you're not doing well, when the kids don't want you to come home, but we haven't even come close to that point. Like
I did find out the other day, I was walking up the stairs and heard them all jump up. And I got to downstairs and I started laughing. And Lois goes, "We thought you were mad by the way you were coming up the stairs." I must have been walking heavy. But they were all just, vegging out on YouTube.
Scrambled.
And I could hear them jumping up. I was like, oh, we used to do the same thing.
With your mom or your dad?
Mom, yeah. Here she
comes.
Your
mom was very strict.
Yeah. She was.
My mom was the one jumping up when my dad walked through the door.
Oh man!
All right.
Well, good. Well, listen, that's all the tips we got for this week. Hopefully, you'll pick up one or two and can grow. Just continue to grow. That's all we can do.
Yep.
We're admitting tonight we don't know it all, but it's good to get around the. Man, do y'all hear these fireworks going off?
It's going crazy.
All right, y'all. Have a great week.
Talk to you next time.